From Cottonwood Falls, it's up the road a piece to check out a piece of history. The town is Council Grove, and the restaurant is the Hayes House, the oldest continuously operating restaurant west of the Mississippi. And there's more. The Hayes House was started by Daniel Boone's cousin, Seth Hayes. And where else but Council Grove could you find someone who portrays Seth Hayes on a regular basis?
So you want to hear the story of the Santa Fe Road in this here town, do you? Well, let me tell you. Now, I can't tell you the whole story because I wasn't here till 1847, and a mighty lot happened before I got here. But I reckon I can do as good a job as any man since I've been here longer than any of them and was about the first one here at that.
McClintock often performs as Hayes during living history character presentations, so it's not unusual to find him walking around town in his Seth Hayes outfit. I asked him for a little background of the Hayes House, and he was more than happy to oblige.
Seth Hayes came here in 1847, built a log trading post just east of the Hayes House that's here today. He was the first settler here in Council Grove, opened a trading post for his cousin and partner Boone and Hamilton. And in 10 years he built the Hayes House, which still stands today, built in 1857 as a frame store as opposed to the log cabin that he built to start with.
They served meals early on at the Hayes House, which is why they say this is the oldest continuously operating restaurant west of the Mississippi. The Santa Fe Trail runs right in front of the restaurant, the reason the building was put on this site to begin with. The Hayes House was a trading post to start with, and meals were a natural extension of that. Amazingly, it's been a succession of owners since then, all of whom have continued the Hayes House as a restaurant.
The east part, where you came in that main room, was where the dwelling part was. This here was the restaurant, and the other part over there was where the store goods were, merchandise and so forth.
As for the food, it's stick to your ribs fare. Chef Scott Siegert is the man with the plan in the kitchen.
Kind of nice being a part of Kansas history, isn't it?
It is, you know, and we came here when I was a kid and stuff, so I knew all about the place already, so it was kind of nice to come and work in a kind of historical environment and kind of keep up the standards that they've set. They had set a pretty high bar.
Siegert describes the food at the Hayes House as country cooking, a pretty apt title if you ask me. He's famous for his skillet fried chicken, but there's also a mouth-watering version of the classic chicken fried steak, and awesome pies, peach and strawberry in this case, topped with fresh whipped cream. Good old country cuisine and fantastic pies. Seems to be a theme here. The Hayes House is a maze of a restaurant. There are private rooms upstairs and down with all sorts of little nooks and crannies. It's unlike any restaurant I've visited anywhere in the world, and that's saying something. The Hayes House, since 1857, with plenty more years to go.